Today we will be starting with the PHP functions. Functions are the piece of the code that can be reused many times to perform a particular task. They can have some input and according to those input they will perform. So first in this today's session we will be exploring how to create a user defined function. Then we will go for how to call a function. Then we will cover conditional function and at the end we will be having functions within the function. PHP has more than 1000 plus of the functions built in for a particular task and they can be directly called without writing. In addition, we can create user defined functions. So we can say the user defined functions are the block of the statements that can be repeatedly called in a program. They will not be automatically loaded when the page is loaded, so we have to call them to execute the function and get the results. So here we have some rules for the functions to be created in a user defined mode. A valid PHP code should appear inside a function, even the other functions or the class definition. A valid function name should start with a letter or underscore. It should not include any numbers. Then we can use the letters or the numbers followed by that particular character. PHP does not support the function overloading. That means we cannot overload a function or redefine a function. So in the PHP, we do not have undefined or redefine a previously defined function. Both the variable names of an arguments and the default arguments are supported in the functions. All the functions in the classes in the PHP have a global scope. The functions need to be defined before they are referenced. So here we have the syntax to how to create a function. So we have the syntax as function, function name, and followed by the code. If we have more than one line of the code, we will be using the braces. In this example, we have created a function foo. The syntax is function foo. Then we have the arguments dollar argument 1, argument 2 till argument n. And we have two lines of the code, so we are using braces. Echo, then some print. So to print any line of or a string in a PHP, we use echo keyword. Return keyword is used to return a value to a function. Remember, we must give a proper name that should reflect what the function does. We will do some practical over here. See, like this. Here we have created a function write name. In this, we have printed the keyword alias. So here we have called with the write name semicolon the function. See how we have created this. So this is the output. My name is write alias. Very nice. So then we will go to the next step. In this example, we have created the same thing with the right name. Next, we can go for how to implement. This is a very big question, that how we should implement a function. Whether we should first define it or whether we should first call it. In PHP, as we have already studied that the scope of a function is global. So we can first call a function and then we can define. But in C, as stated in here, we have to first declare a function. Definition is been to be written. Then we can call the function with a name. In some condition, we have the situation where the PHP function has been written in some condition. So in this, we have to first evaluate that condition, then that function should be called. So we can say the function need to be defined before they are referenced, except when the function is in a conditional statement. See in this example, we have created a variable $makeCondition which has been initialized as true. Here we have a function tech function which is inside the if condition. If this if condition is been true, only then we can call the tech function. In the next statement, we have evaluated if make condition $makeCondition. If it is true, then tech can be called, because this has been evaluated true, and as we have seen over here, the true has been there. And but we can call course function at any state of the time. See, in this example, what we have done is, here we have created a variable $condition. We have by default written false, and inside the if condition we have checked that if the condition is true, then the right name can be called. If we run this, it cannot be called. We will create one more function name. It prints echo dollar or echo double quotes test from name function, double quotes of semicolon, and we can call this name function here, and it can be accessed here. See this name function has been called and it has been evaluated. Okay, now we have written this as a false. Now we will change this and we will write true. Now if we will run the code again, the name is been called test from the name function. Okay, and my name is Alice. It has been evaluated. Very nice. So we can go like this. Next is function within a function. There are some situations where we have to write a function within a function. See, in this example, course function has a text function inside it. So we cannot access the text function without calling the course function. We cannot directly execute it. This example, we have created a course function. Inside that we have a text function. Here, first we will check that the text function can be accessed or not. Okay. See this, and I will comment this course function. We will execute this. It will not give us any output because the course has not been executed. But if we comment this text function here and we increment this course function calling over here and run it, then this course function has been evaluated. Then we have called the text function which will give the output. So we will quick recap what we have learned today. We have learned about what is a function. Function is a block of the code that can be reused. Reusability of the code. Second, how to define a user-defined function? Keyword function followed by the function name. The function name should have a character only. It should start with a character or underscore. Then we can follow by a name, number, anything. How to call a function? Just name the function, brackets and semicolon. Third thing we have learned is conditional function. Conditional functions means the functions which are inside the conditional statement. Third thing, in the last is function within a function. There are some situations where we have the function inside a function.